Hey, this is Andres Santos. I'm going to show you very quick about my senior enrichment project. I am in the main page. As you can see, I don't have anything in my database right now, so it's telling me that I don't have campuses registered, and I don't have any student in my database. I can add a campus if I am creating with a really long name. Well, in my case, 16 characters. I'm disabling the button. The same with an empty name. It's not working. So let's say that, for example, this is my campus name. It's gonna take me to the main page of that campus, and then I can edit it or delete it or even add students to the campus. Of course, so far I don't have any students, so let's go and create a new student. The same here. If I'm creating a student with a long name or an empty, it's not working the button, or I can just say, for example, that this is the name. It's gonna create it, and then since it doesn't have any campus associated, I can do it here. This is the list. I can just change the campus, and now the campus is gonna be like FullStack Academy. I can edit it here. This way I can just create a GPA, for example. If I'm putting another characters that they are not numbers, so it's gonna tell me, or if I'm putting another thing that is not between like 0 or 4 in this case. So if I'm putting another, let's check that the button is not working, or in this case I can just save whatever I have, and you can see that it's working. I can delete as well, and then it's going to ask me if I'm sure. I can cancel, and it's going to take me again to the page of the student, or I can actually delete it and it's going to be empty again. I made my seed file, so let's try and see our database. Right now I have 4 campuses and I have a couple of students. I add this as well, edit and delete. Notice that my CSS is not the best, but I think functional is very functional. I wanted to say that. So yeah, I can delete a campus here, or I can just go and edit it. The same thing, validation here. If I'm leaving this empty, it's gonna tell me must enter a valid name, and then the button is not working. Or if it's longer than a specific thing that we put, I can add students. So here I have just the ones that are not registered in this campus, and then I can add, and it's going to be here at the end, and then that name is going to be out of the list. For example, Erica Perez, add to campus. Erica Perez is here, and then if I'm trying to check Erica Perez here, it's not. I can just go to students as well, edit whatever I need, and then yeah, let me show you very quick my code, my components, all campuses, all students. Here I have my methods, my render, my ternary for the validations. So in my main I have just root. I used just React. I didn't use Redux. and then